And then after that,
1-2 rounds in the first 5.
yeah, what do you think?
Oh, come on, man. You shut out the first 5. Lost the 6.
Can you believe it? Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, just suffered a brutal loss to Oleksandr Usyk, and the boxing world is buzzing. Teddy Atlas didn't hold back on his criticism of the referee, while Bob Arum is already talking about a rematch. This fight had everything: drama, controversy, and some of the most intense rounds we've seen in years. With such a historic bout and split decision, fans are left wondering, what's next for these two heavyweight giants? They fought at Wembley Stadium, and the atmosphere was electric. Everyone was buzzing with excitement, and the stakes were high. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world title was on the line.
And give him a count and then give him 20 seconds, I thought that was terrible. Some of the worst refereeing in.
Before the fight, there were all kinds of predictions flying around. Some people thought Fury, with his size and strength, would overpower Usyk. Others believed Usyk's speed and technical skills would give him the edge. Teddy Atlas, a well-known boxing analyst, had predicted that Usyk would win, thanks to his inside game and ability to handle pressure. Bob Arum, on the other hand, was confident in Fury's ability to pull through. Everyone expected a close and thrilling fight, and boy, did it deliver. From the opening bell, both fighters came out strong. Usyk was quick on his feet, landing some clean shots early on. He looked sharp, moving in and out and making it hard for Fury to find his rhythm. By the end of the 5th round, Usyk had a slight edge, with some people thinking he was shutting Fury out. But then, things started to shift in the 6th round. Fury began to find his range, using his jab more effectively and landing some solid punches. The fight was heating up, and you could feel the tension in the air. Round 9 was where things got really intense. Usyk landed a powerful shot that sent Fury reeling. For a moment, it looked like it might be over for Fury, but he showed incredible resilience, managing to stay on his feet and fight back. The referee decided not to stop the fight, which was pretty controversial. Some thought he should have intervened, while others believed he made the right call. The final rounds were a real back-and-forth battle. Fury came back strong, landing some heavy punches and using the ropes for support. Usyk, though, kept his composure, sticking to his game plan and landing accurate shots. It was clear that both fighters were giving it their all. In the end, the judges scored it a split decision in favor of Usyk. Some thought Fury had done enough to win, while others believed Usyk's early dominance and overall strategy deserved the victory. It was a razor-thin margin, and debates are still raging about who truly won the fight. Overall, both fighters put on an incredible performance. Usyk showed why he's one of the best in the world, and Fury proved his toughness and determination. It was a night to remember, and fans are already talking about the possibility of a rematch. What a fight, man, what a fight.
Fun beat. I know that Fury had that draw against Deontay Wilder, but this was a close fight. I thought it was going to be close. I did say close point.
So right after the fight, Teddy had some strong opinions. He wasn't happy with the way things went down. He thought Usyk deserved the win, but he had a lot to say about how the fight was handled, especially by the referee. Teddy's always been one to call it as he sees it, and this fight was no different. Teddy was pretty vocal about the referee's decisions during the fight. He felt the ref did a poor job, particularly in the 9th round when Usyk landed that huge shot on Fury. Teddy thought the ref should have stepped in and stopped the fight. He argued that the ref gave Fury too much time to recover, which wasn't fair. According to Teddy, the ref's hesitation might have changed the outcome of the fight. He also pointed out how the ref handled Fury falling into the ropes. Normally, if the ropes keep a fighter up, it's considered a knockdown, but the ref didn't rule it that way. Teddy believed this leniency gave Fury an advantage he shouldn't have had. Teddy had a lot of praise for Usyk's strategy. He talked about how Usyk's game plan was spot on, staying light on his feet, using his speed, and landing precise punches. Teddy admired how Usyk handled the pressure, especially against a bigger, stronger opponent like Fury. He highlighted Usyk's ability to stay composed and stick to his tactics throughout the fight. One thing Teddy really emphasized was Usyk's ability to fight on the inside despite Fury's longer reach. This, he said, showed Usyk's incredible skill and tactical awareness. Usyk didn't just rely on his speed, he used his boxing IQ to outsmart Fury at crucial moments. When it came to Fury, Teddy wasn't shy about pointing out where he went wrong. He acknowledged Fury's toughness and his ability to fight back from tough situations, but he also noted that Fury seemed off his game. According to Teddy, Fury's defense was lacking, and he got caught with too many clean shots. Teddy also mentioned that Fury's concentration seemed to lapse at key moments. This was particularly evident when Usyk landed that big shot in the 9th round. Fury's legs didn't seem there, and he wasn't moving out of the way like he usually does. Teddy believed these lapses in concentration were what cost Fury the fight. Bob Arum is a legendary figure in boxing. He's been promoting fights for over 5 decades and has worked with some of the greatest names in the sport, like Muhammad Ali, Manny Pacquiao, and more recently, Tyson Fury. Arum's insights are always highly valued because of his extensive experience and influence in the boxing world.
I thought we were talking Tyson here, you've got.
After the fight, Bob Arum had a lot to say about the outcome. He was clearly disappointed with the result since Tyson Fury is one of his fighters. Arum believed that Fury did enough to win, but he acknowledged the split decision in favor of Usyk. He respected the judge's decision, but had his reservations about how close the fight was scored. Arum felt that the split decision was fair, given how close and competitive the fight was. He recognized that both fighters had their moments, and that the judges had a tough job. However, he thought that some rounds were clearly won by Fury and should have been scored that way. Arum expressed that while he disagreed with the final score, he understood that in such a high-stakes fight, opinions would vary. When it came to Usyk's performance, Arum had to give credit where it was due. He praised Usyk's tactical approach and his ability to stick to his game plan. Arum noted how Usyk's speed and movement were key factors in his victory. Usyk's ability to avoid Fury's big punches and land clean shots of his own impressed Arum. He highlighted Usyk's discipline and focus, especially in the early rounds, which set the tone for the fight. Arum admired Usyk's resilience, particularly in the later rounds when Fury started to come on strong. He pointed out that Usyk managed to stay composed and continued to execute his strategy, which ultimately led to his win. Arum acknowledged that Usyk's tactical brilliance was a significant factor in his triumph. Looking ahead, Arum had some interesting thoughts on Fury's future. Despite the loss, Arum remained confident in Fury's abilities and future prospects. He believed that Fury would take some time off to reflect and recover before making any decisions about his next move. Arum mentioned that a potential rematch with Usyk could be on the cards, given how close and exciting the fight was. Arum also hinted that Fury might explore other big fights in the heavyweight division. He suggested that Fury's resilience and fighting spirit would ensure he bounces back stronger. Arum emphasized that Fury's career was far from over and that he still had a lot to offer in the sport. This fight was packed with action and some eyebrow-raising decisions.
You're up in the air, what's going to happen? Sometimes it comes down to a pass.
The ninth round was absolutely crucial in the Fury versus Usyk fight. Up until that point, both fighters had their moments. But this round really turned the tide. Usyk landed a massive shot that sent Fury stumbling. For a moment, it looked like Fury might not make it through. He was clearly hurt, and the crowd was on the edge of their seats. Fury, being the warrior he is, managed to stay on his feet and keep fighting. But you could see that he was in trouble. Usyk saw his opportunity and went all out, trying to finish the job. The energy in the stadium was electric, and everyone knew this round could decide the fight. Referee Mark Nelson's decisions during this round and throughout the fight sparked a lot of debate. One of the biggest controversies was whether he should have stopped the fight when Fury was wobbling. Some fans and experts felt that Nelson gave Fury too much leeway, allowing him to recover when he should have been counted out. Another point of contention was when Fury fell into the ropes. According to boxing rules, if the ropes keep a fighter up, it's supposed to be counted as a knockdown. Nelson didn't rule it that way, which had people questioning his judgment. Many felt this decision gave Fury an unfair advantage, allowing him more time to regroup.
There's many big shots, but only because he was trying to move out the way of the punches, but his legs weren't there.
These controversial moments had a significant impact on the fight's outcome. If the referee had stopped the fight in the ninth round, Usyk would have won by TKO, changing the entire narrative of the bout. Instead, Fury was able to continue and fight back in the later rounds, which made the final decision much closer than it might have been.
Controlled it. I thought he controlled it. I thought he was landing the shots clean. He was missing. I thought some of the later rounds were closer.
The non-call on the ropes incident also played a crucial role. Counting it as a knockdown would have affected the judges' scoring, possibly giving Usyk an even clearer edge. These decisions added to the drama and left fans and analysts debating what might have been if things had gone differently. There were plenty of expert opinions on whether the fight should have been stopped. Teddy Atlas was particularly vocal, criticizing the referee for not stepping in when Fury was clearly in trouble. He felt that the ref's hesitation allowed Fury to survive and potentially altered the outcome of the fight. Other experts, like George Groves, believed that while Fury was hurt, he was still defending himself and moving enough to justify letting the fight continue. They argued that in a fight of this magnitude, the referee should give the fighters every chance to continue, especially in the heavyweight division where one punch can change everything. Despite the differing opinions, the consensus was that the referee's decisions were pivotal and added a layer of controversy to an already intense fight. These moments will be debated for a long time, and they're part of what made this bout so memorable. So, what are your thoughts on all of this? Let us know in the comments below.